What's the deal, y'all? Twisted Exclusive. First episode back on the show. My guest today is Bugey. My boy, Mr. 1-800. We got the Sony, the Canon one working right, so we back on the Sony camera.
Yes, sir.
Doing this from the top. So let them know who you are. Let them know where you from. And who is Ace Bugey from the beginning.
If it's one thing for sure, two things for certain, man, I hate cap. And that's all up in this rap shit. I normally talk positive.
What's the deal? Like you said, it's Ace Bugey. I'm rocking with Twisted Exclusives today. We gonna vote with it. Ace Bugey, now he's more in touch with himself. He's for the people. And pretty much I'm just in tune with everything that is going around me. I believe to push hard working and believing in yourself regardless of what people got going around you. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, raised on Finkel and Mark Twain, and I went to Cass Technical High School.
All right, so with that intro, like you creative, you artist, do a lot of things. Let us know when was the first time you said I'm about to make a song, or just even put the pen on the paper and get to cooking up. If you did that, or you may off the dome, you never know. But when was that first time that you got in that mode?
The first time I actually said I was gonna try to put together a song, it was in 8th grade, and I was rocking off a fucking Windows 97 computer with the little aux mic that you use and the little audio chats for the desktop. Back then, I wanted to make music with a group of friends that I had. Like I said, it was 8th grade, so I didn't know what we was doing. We had a little quote unquote beef with another rap group that was actually rapping, that was actually in the studio. But it was more of a friendly type thing. But then it turned into me actually wanting to make music in 8th, 9th, 10th grade. I had a few friends I was in choir with when I was at Cass. And then by 11th and 12th grade is when I actually got in the studio, and I was like, all right, I'm about to try this shit for real. And then I was writing spoken word because I didn't have a producer. I wasn't really into finding YouTube beats because then it was just all industry instrumentals, and I kind of thought it was corny, but it is avenue now, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I just didn't have a producer, so I was mainly writing spoken word poetry.
Okay, so you were younger when you was doing that. Tell me about you finished school, college started. So what was the plan when you got to there? Was it school first? Was it music? Get into the bag. What was your idea when it came to that?
When I first got into school, it was a little bit of both. So it was I tried to manage both ends, but it got to a point where we started doing out of town shows, and I needed to be away from being in class, and that was before all this, you can do classes on your computer. So it was one day where my government teacher, she wasn't messing with me missing this test or making up the test, and I had to pick my battles with those. So that was the first time that I actually dropped out of school. I dropped out twice. I dropped out in 2015, and I dropped out in 2017.
Okay, so it's fuck school basically. School's done, out the picture. So fast forward to once you're done with that, your first album is already out then.
By then, yeah.
Or first project. I don't know if it was out or not, but
yeah, the first project was out. The first project I put out was "Nice to Meet You," and I put that out the first go around where I was in school, and then that was just a 5-song type of thing to where I put together the hardcover CDs. So that's when we were still passing out CDs at these shows and stuff like that. And then I took a little time off to try to figure out how to actually rap, stay on beat. I wanted to figure out what an actual flow was. So then probably 2 years had passed in between, and I put out the remastered version of it, and I just threw out updated, re-recorded versions of those original songs, and then I added 3 on the back end, just as bonus tracks. So after that, we reprinted up the CDs, came with buttons, the buttons you put on your hats,
And
shirts,
jackets and stuff like that.
and then we put out T-shirts and then more hardcover CDs.
This is a promo run, y'all. All y'all who don't know how to do promos without social media, this is a legit out the pocket promo run.
Man,
Passing out stuff, all that type of shit. So
putting in the footwork.
yeah, leg work, everything. Hard trench work for sure. You knock that stuff out, and then the second project isn't done yet, but I do want to ask you, what made you do that? Like, everyone has, I don't want to say role models, but like people they look up to help them create their specific style and whatever they're doing. What people or artists or anyone helped you with your first project?
The first project really helped by like I used to listen to a lot of Ryan Leslie. He was an independent curator, so it's like he did everything, and so it's like as far as like he made a certain social media app called I think it's called Superphone. I want to say.
Right.
He was also recording, engineering, producing. He did all his instruments, and it's like okay. So I took his hard work plus like I wanted my sound to be similar to like how Mac Miller's was. Like it wasn't all like our city has one sound.
Facts.
And my sound don't sound nothing like that. So it's hard to get people to gravitate towards it unless like I'm actually rapping. Like how I did in these last few tracks that I put out, Eternal, Fuck the Police, and Ultra Instinct. It's just me, like strictly just giving bars, rapping, all that. So aside from that, when I first started recording, my mom would let me say the B word. So she was an influence too, because she said if I said the B word, I gotta hang it up.
Respectfully, shout out to mom. At least she was actually like into it though. A lot of parents don't. You say you want to rap. The
So she wasn't fucking with me.
See, okay, so yeah, the response is always the same. I want to rap. They, not saying it's a bad occupation, but it comes with it.
Yeah.
You gotta, it's just, it ain't the.
It's not the typical route. It's it's not concrete, but there's ways to make it concrete through shows, through just traveling, and like I said, doing the legwork. Like it's a lot of legwork that's involved with it.
It's a little,
somebody behind you.
It's a little easier now too, social media and stuff like that. It's a lot easier for you to pop off what you're doing. So
right.
That first project is out. What's the next step for that? What year are we in now? When the second one come out?
The second one didn't come out till 2019.
Okay, that's where I'm up to date at then. Okay.
Like 3 years in between that.
So in those 3 years, were you just working or like what was you just wasn't like dropping, you was just like what was the
So in between 2017 and 19, 2017 we actually went on a 90-day tour. So it's like in between that whole 2 years I was out of town doing shows, out of state, out the country. And then pretty much I was just recording songs, trying to figure out like, okay, what is my exact sound? And like in between that break, I'm building like my following on social media. Like I wasn't really on Instagram for real, cause like I wasn't really getting with the people being in my business type shit. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to finally put out some music. So I tested the waters. I put out, I think it was, I want to say it was like one feature song. It's like okay, maybe I think it's time to put out some music. So it was a group of 9 songs, I think it was, and even before that, to test the waters even more, I threw a release party, and it was like the week before New Year's or the week after, I want to say, and at first we was only allowing 20 guests. We sold that 20 guests out without like posting it on social media. Like there was no social media involved. Mm-hmm. Like just straight inviting people through word of mouth. So we sold those 20 tickets, and we had to open the books up for 25 more people. So we capped it at 50. Like we legit capped it at 50. And I'm talking like this room is packed from the door all the way up to me to where people are standing in the hallway type shit. And it's like, okay, that let me know I kind of do have a solid following that if I drop like merch, if I drop a CD, I can drop music and they'll post it or they'll gravitate towards it.
Make sure y'all go follow _CannonMan on IG now. All right, y'all. So shout out to our brand of the day. I posted on that last clip. Now we fast forward to 2019 with Bugey. Talked about his tape in 2019. How have the last 4 years been for you as an artist?
The last 4 years actually have been really like it's been an up and down process. Like from 2019 up until about 2021, I was consistently dropping projects like every 3 to 4 months. So it's like the first CD I put out was What's the Rush, then Do Better, Mr. Nice Guy, Still Standing, Love Me Not, Dion, All Love, Part 2. It was just a lot of music that I had like in the computer that I was recording. And then after that, like I kind of took a mental break because it's kind of hard for an individual to process everything at once. So I felt like I was forcing myself to process situations that I was going through that I hadn't dealt with mentally, physically, and emotionally. So it's like we're recording all that. It's bringing up triggers to where it's like, okay, I kind of gotta chill for a little bit so I can like get my mind together. And after that, that's when I started like recording myself. That's when I started like reaching out to more people, doing features. That's when I started going out more because it's like I felt like taking that break was necessary for like my personal growth.
So when you were doing that, do you think it was harder for you to bounce back? Because I know you had like a lot of features and stuff like that that you were doing 2019 and Dion, you like that was a joint tape, right? You think it was harder getting yourself back out there? Because, you know, breaks on social media and stuff like that be kind of hard to bounce back from.
Right.
If you, like, was doing something, like, musically, you know, artistically, stuff like that.
I feel like it wasn't hard for me to jump back into the groove of things because, like I said, I already didn't like social media. So even then, I wasn't posting a lot or being real social on there besides, like, promoing the videos or promoing a show and stuff of that sort. So when I hopped off and hopped back on and like made myself available and readily available to make music again, it was just like that. I hopped right back into the mix of things. I was able to still go out, still meet these same people. I even met like some new people over the past 2 or 3 years to where it's like it felt like I haven't missed anything.
Okay. That's what's up, though, because, you know, every break is different. So for you to be able to get back out there, that was pretty, out of respect, it's pretty good, though, given how toxic that social media shit can be.
Man.
So fast forward again, 2022 to 2023, you dropped Bugey not too long ago. How do you feel about that, and how did that come up?
Boogie was really just me, like, so when I record, like lately I just been putting myself in a different atmosphere to record. So it's like every day I try to make it a thing to record 1 or 2 songs, and I had like a beat folder for like 7 to 10 beats. So it's like I get to the crib and I'll like my writing process is different now. So it's like I'll turn the computer on, I'll turn the mic, the setup on, and it's like I'll freestyle the first 4 bars, write it down, re-record it, and then freestyle 4 more, and then repeat until the song is done. So it's like I did that for all 7 of those songs. And it's like, as far as that as a project, I feel like that's one of the best projects I've put out because literally it was directed by me. And it's like I was in full control of it. I was in full control of the mix. I was in control of the ordering, the release date, the title, the cover art. So it's like the only thing I didn't have done myself was just the mastering. And even then, that's cool because it's like I was still in control of how it sounds overall. So I feel like it was a personal growth step for me.
So you would say that's your best work to date, you say?
I do. Because it's more, there's more avenues in it. It has the conscious rap, obviously, which is my lane. And then you have songs like White Boy Rick. You have songs like No Groupies. That's something that people don't normally hear from me, content-wise. And then you have like interludes like Not a Song. And then you have the actual concept songs to like Just Breathe, Stop Calling Me. And it's like those, it has a mix of everything. And I feel like before this, I wasn't able to deliver that myself without having somebody to direct me to try and help me to do those things.
Right. No, that's if it's a personal tape, it's gonna always hit harder,
Right,
especially when you like doing it step by step. You got this step, this many songs, this step. I'm gonna have this many videos, this many promos, this many Instagram posts. So like, I feel like those are the most heart to heart projects. So Bugey is out. They still got about 8 months of the year left. What is your next step for Ace Bugey, and what do you want to do this summer coming up?
Right now, I'm just clearing the computer. So it's like I made it a plan to. So lately, I've been putting out a song a week, and I'm gonna stick to that for whenever I decide to stop. So we're in the middle of. We're at the end of April now. I've dropped a song for the past 3 weeks, and even before then, I was doing like a little freestyle series where I pick like a random beat that I like I did Lloyd and Lil Wayne U. I did Free Mind by Tim's. I did Tay B Styles.
That's my favorite one, the Tim's one. That's the hardest one. Anyway, keep going.
And so after that, I'm like, okay, it let me get into a different flow back because now I'm using all these different sounds. I'm using all these different beats and learning how to rap on these different beats because not all of them you can rap the same. It's like you have to get into the comfortable pocket with it. So now I'm trying to drop a song every week. The last few I put out was the first one I put out was Fuck the Police. The second one was Eternal, and then last week it was Ultra Instinct. So now the next drop is May 3rd, I think. I'm going to skip a week and then get back. That way I can get the promo ready for it and I can figure out how to do different things with the master on songs. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I record and I mix them, but I want to learn how to master as well. So with that, I think that's going to start that run there. And I'm going to just keep it running until I feel like I want to put out another project. I might put out a project in the middle of dropping the songs. Who knows?
Okay, so y'all heard that. That's his plan for the year. I got one last question before we finish this one. Give me your top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive. One, I'm going. This is no particular order because I can't really I have trouble with orders. So it's like I say Tupac, Cube, Wayne, Eminem, Kanye. Tupac, Eminem, Wayne, Kanye. I need a fifth. Can I put myself as 5?
You want to? Yeah. No, you have 5. You said Cube. So Cube, Pac, and Wayne.
Oh yeah, that's 5. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask. No, Hove is in there. Is Hove not in your top 5?
To me, he's not a good rapper.
Ooh, this is gonna be perfect because I'm on the same type. I ain't gonna say he ain't no good rapper, but he ain't in my top 5 either though.
Like he's mind you, he makes good music, but I can't relate to anything he talks about, so it makes him quote unquote not good. Yeah, not good because it's like it doesn't serve me a purpose. Like everybody's music serves somebody a purpose, but he don't serve me a purpose. Like he's a great businessman as well as Beyonce. I don't like Beyonce's music either. I think her sister is better. But it's just like we've put them on a pedestal because that's what a lot of people were listening to growing up, and it was different. So it's like, but me, I never gravitated towards it. So he not really. I can't put him anywhere.
Real spill. Y'all heard that? I'm about to put the comment. The comments gonna be funny for this one, man. But I want to thank you for doing the first episode of Vault Sessions, man. It's been a long time since me and Chris have even talked at all about doing this again. So, shout out to him. That's Twisted Visuals over there, my boy Chris. But for you, Ace Bugey, it's appreciated. You got anything you want to say to the people that's watching that you got coming up, or anything that you want them to know about?
First, shout out Twisted Xclusives for even putting this together. Second, watch out for the May 3rd drop. The first one is going to be called Talk is Cheap. It's I can't really say too much about it because I want to do a specific promo run with it, but it'll be very familiar once I start putting the video clips out, putting the skits out, and just keep posted on my social media for all the drops. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do one every week. If not, I'm gonna do a freestyle and just throw it up on my Instagram, or I'm gonna throw it up on my YouTube. I might even start going live doing recording sessions. So, yeah.
All right, that's a wrap. The vote is now locked. We'll see y'all in the next episode. In the comments, let me know who y'all want to see next. Like, comment, subscribe, follow the IG page. DM me y'all music, DM me y'all videos, whatever y'all have to showcase to the world and to the city of Detroit. Please let me know. And I'm out.
Show. Two things for certain, man, I hate cap. And that's all up in this rap shit. I normally talk positive, but shit can get lit. Them back and forth talks about who got bricks. Back and forth talks, who are hitting licks? Who on they ass? There's nothing to be ashamed of. I was for sure on mine. Online flexing like my credit wasn't headed for the ditches. Just worried about the bitches, worried about the party of the day. We was all up in them tower dorms. It go day by day, was in rare form, blowing down the stairs, rolling up the L's, failing all them classes. Degrees never mattered, that made my mama madder. Shit, I'm sorry, but I couldn't stand seeing myself living for another. You just gotta understand, I'm just my own man, with my own mind, with my own plans, with my own grind. No intentions on making another great. If my full potential ain't even in place, I can't stand to see it. It's like wasting away. I can't stand to breathe. It's like blocking that lane, for real. I just know what I'm building. Take being social. Let's play 21 questions. If they all had it against you, would you still do it? Would you still try to prove it? Would you switch up, still try to choose it? Hey, either way it go, I'm happy with choosing what I did over my studies. Shit, I'm crafty. I make it work. I'm the captain. These is my rules, and this is my map. If it's one thing for sure, two things for certain, I'm far from curtains. The show is just beginning. I'm here to talk my shit and still be lit. The show is just beginning. Came too far just to quit.